As consumers pay record fuel prices at the pump, the United States could be just one major storm away from experiencing a mass shortage of diesel. Gasoline and diesel inventories are already sitting at depressed levels, with gasoline stockpiles at the low end of the 10-year average, or just 25 days of supply. Diesel stockpiles are at levels to supply fuel for only 28 days. The low stockpiles come when the driving season is at its highest levels for the year and as hurricanes and tropical storms become a more common occurrence. According to the Energy Information Administration, 47% of the U.S. petroleum refining capacity is located along the Gulf Coast, where many hurricanes land. Texas, which contains 4 of the 10 largest oil refineries, ranks second among the most hurricane-prone states. In May, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration released its outlook for the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season, where the seasonal probability of above-normal storm activity is at 65%. Eric Snodgrass, a principal atmospheric scientist and science fellow at Nutrient Ag Solutions, said that compares to the 60% that NOAA predicted for the previous season. Additionally, other hurricane centers are coming out with their own predictions.
This also came out today on the 2nd. Colorado State University, one of the premier groups for doing hurricane forecasting, has now upped to 20 named systems this year. Average would be somewhere between 14 and 15. They've also increased their accumulated cyclone energy over average.
When Hurricane Katrina hit the Gulf Coast in 2005, damaging several oil refineries and production facilities, gas prices jumped 45 cents, and it took about 2 months before prices fell back to their pre-hurricane levels. Diesel had a similar reaction, rising nearly 40 cents since Katrina first landed in the U.S. Today, gas prices and diesel prices already sit at significantly elevated levels, with diesel costing an average of $5.68 a gallon and regular gasoline prices averaging $4.92. Some analysts say that crude and product prices could jump another 10 to 20% if a major storm reduces refining capacity or shuts down major pipelines, trapping a bulwark of supplies on the Gulf Coast. Another point to note is that Katrina's effects lasted only a few months. However, S&P Global's vice president and head of American Refinery told Insider that if a hurricane shuts down a refinery in the Gulf Coast, it would likely take 2 to 4 years to bring it back online and cost him billions of dollars. Moreover, when the U.S. is seeing a record inventory depletions, we are also shipping gasoline and diesel overseas at record rates. European-based analytics company Vortexa reported that gasoline and diesel leaving the U.S. Gulf Coast so far in June totaled 1.94 million barrels per day, and the company said that at the current rate, June exports will be the highest since Vortexa has been tracking the data in 2015. Since inflation gripped the world economy, America hasn't seen any real scarcity of supplies due to oil production issues. It has been a battle between domestic consumers and exporters. And while the U.S. doesn't impose any protectionist policies, as many other countries have already done, that trend will likely continue for some time. Thanks for listening. I'm Dawson Schmidt, and this has been a special report on Trader PhD.